How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 video. Now today we've actually got some pretty groundbreaking news. This news comes from an interview conducted by a Polish website called Spider's Web, so a lot of this information has been translated over for you guys. But today we actually found out quite a bit of new information in regards to the main plot. The interview was with the lead quest designer, Pal Sasko, and in that he went into a little bit more detail about how your actions will affect the ending of the game. He says, "We built Cyberpunk structure based on the conclusions we drew from The Witcher 3. The Witcher had a main stem of history and side threads departing from it, and this was our main structure we call the ear. So in Cyberpunk structure, we have this wheat spike, which serves as its center, the main storyline with different subplots surrounding it, which can be triggered in various ways." Then he went on to say that those subplots allow us to do something that we have never done before. They changed the main plot of the game, and they are doing that in such a way that you may not even finish the main plot, but still finish the game and get a completely different epilogue than a player with a different life path who made different choices, met different characters, and formed relationships with them. Then the article says that he added that Cyberpunk 2077's story is distinctly defined based on the life path you choose at the beginning of the game. If you choose Nomad, for example, you'll meet Jackie under different circumstances to how you'd encounter him as a street kid or a corpo. Then he says that you may have noticed that depending on which history of origin you chose, Jackie's story changed. This is one example of the fact that depending on the chosen path of origin, as a character you were born in a different place, you have a different story, and therefore both Jackie's story and your relationship with him was different. This is a bit of a butterfly effect. This is one example where right at the very beginning your choice defines what your world will look like in the game. So this is actually pretty huge news. The fact that they said that your choices change the main plot of the game is massive for replayability. I knew that your decisions had a little bit of weight in this game, but I thought ultimately all your decisions just funneled down to the same ending. I thought like it wouldn't matter what your choices were. I knew that you would have a little bit of changes with the side quests and stuff, but I had no idea that your choices could potentially give you multiple different endings. This opens up the opportunity to have just numerous different playthroughs. This is huge news for the game. My choices in the game will give me a different ending than you, for example. And the fact they said that you may not even finish the main plot but still beat the game, that's very interesting. I wonder what that actually means. I wonder if one of the subplot just takes over and it just outweighs the main quest and it just has more weight. This game just gets better and better every single day. Each day we find out new information just makes me more excited to play this game. I had absolutely no expectations of multiple endings. Like I said, I thought we were all going to just funnel down into the same just copy and paste ending with some of the side quests being different, but this just completely changes the game for me. I know a lot of people are going to be super stoked for this, and if there's as many missions and side quests in this game as we all hope there is, then this game has potential for just years and years of content. And then another question that came from the interview was, I have a classic question that must be asked. Can I go through Cyberpunk 2077 without a single kill? And the response was, oh yes, by all means, all the most important choices in the game, all bosses and elite opponents, there is always a way to go without killing anyone. Sometimes aggression and fighting with an opponent is something that cannot be avoided, but it is also not so that you can completely avoid the fight. But you're able to fight in such a way completely that you only neutralize your opponents and thus pass the game. So if you want to play passively and you don't want to just straight up kill people, you can just injure people and continue on the game that way. So I think that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people like to play RPGs where they just don't kill anybody, so I think it's pretty cool that they have that option. But then he went on to say that in the case of solos, people tend to go through the game faster, and players who prefer stealth and, for example, don't kill anyone because they play as a pacifist, play much longer. The quest that you played out, Old Food Factory, where you meet Maelstromers and talk to Dum Dum and Royce, has 12 paths, and these paths are totally different lengths. Depending on which path you play, this length is the quest, and therefore it is very difficult to answer this question clearly. And that is in regards to the interviewer asking how long the game might actually be. So not even the main quest developer knows how long the game might take. It sounds to me like if you just want to speedrun the game, you could probably beat it fairly quickly if you just rush through everything. But if you take your time and you pick through all the different quests, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in this game. So at least we'll have options. If you want to go through the game and speed run it, you can probably beat it pretty quickly and then just start a new game and do a different path than you did the first time. It sounds like this game is designed for you to play the game at least 3 different times to see what each of the different life paths has to offer. You basically get 3 different stories in one game. But that is going to do it for this quick news update, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of having multiple endings? This personally makes me way more excited than I was before. And I was already like a 10 out of 10 on the hype scale. But regardless, let me know. Hit that thumb up if you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. I'm going to be covering a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 here until the game's release. And then if you haven't already, be sure to join the channel's Discord and follow me on Twitch at SwanyPlaysGames Live. Check out another video, and I will talk to you all in the next one.